Hello, hello! How are you? I'm home. Happy to be home. Got my glasses on.
Hello, hello. How are you?
Hopefully.
Audio works.
Audio works pretty well. I have my glasses on just because the lights have been bothering them. Oh, I see why you asked, do we have to? We didn't have to turn on yours. If you didn't want.
Where are you going to plug these in at?
I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Had to change. Today I've had, so if you don't know, women's bras, they have underwire in a lot of them. And the underwire somehow always finds a way to poke out of the stitching and then shank you in your side. Shanking all day.
Hashtag female problems.
So it's a newish bra. I think I've only had it like 2 or 3 months, which is...
Yeah, but the way you wear bras, you got some big old titties.
Big old giddies?
Yeah, giggle
They
bitties.
should still last.
Giggle part.
I think I might...
Who's on pads like you?
I think this is too much.
God damn it, how am I on pads again?
Because I did them yesterday.
I just did them.
I did them yesterday, bruh. Bruh. They weren't that bad, though. So, there's that. Yeah. Let me turn some music on. Music. Today was a really slow day, but I'm glad we went because we wouldn't have made that money had we not.
It wasn't that slow in numbers.
It wasn't that slow in numbers, that's correct. It was slow customer-wise in the amount of customers we had, but the numbers did pretty well. Kind of glad. I mean, we could have gone home at 6, but you never know that. It's always like a guess. You never know when a customer's going to come in. We had somebody come in at 7:50. Is she okay?
Yeah, she got her
Nail?
stuck in her collar.
She had her nail stuck in her collar?
Yeah, like...
Oh my god.
She was like...
I'm so glad you saw that. I didn't even know.
She was like, Dad, I stuck a little...
I just stuck a little... I don't think I want this one on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's it. When you lift your glasses up, it's like a little blurry, you know? It is what it is. I'm not that blind. If you're curious, let's see if I can... See, it's not that blind, but it's just a little bit. It's just enough for me to see at night very well. Although I don't wear them. I probably need a stronger prescription. These were... Yeah, the Ray-Bans. These guys were my first glasses I've ever gotten. And they are pretty nice, and I've had them ever since. We are not using this dirty-ass bowl. Why would you use that dirty-ass bowl when you could use a clean one?
Because you a dirty girl?
You a dirty girl? Alright. Put my bowls over here so I know where they are. That way they're in one place, you know? Alright. Yeah, but today was really kind of slow. I did red light therapy for the first time, and that was very interesting. Not in a bad interesting either. I realize when people say, that was interesting, you never know how that means. But it was an interesting kind of good. I can tell that it did help my body aches, and it did give me, I feel like, an extra boost of a little bit of energy. Because I was able to stay out there until, like, I think 2 or 2:30. I don't remember. We worked on our new A-frame, which is just like a little chalkboard A-frame that sits like that outside of your shop. You'll know what I'm talking about when I show you. But it just, here's the little quote. Inhale the future, exhale the past. It says, welcome, come on in. And the other side, Jason drew this. So, way better than what I was trying to do. He really measured it all out. He's a very precision number-based person. And he killed that, in my opinion. Because he doesn't draw. I don't think I've ever seen you draw a thing. Other than...
I'm not good at art.
That's good. You did a good job. Like, you really did. In my opinion. Compared to what my little wacky ass lines were looking like. Not good. You want me to wait for you?
No. You can go.
All right, friends. Cheers.
I'm gonna wait till you're halfway puffed, and then I'm gonna say, wait.
Wait, he says. Cute little puff. It was almost just so adorable. Woo! Okay, so I asked ChatGPT to help me, like, keep our lives going, you know? Like, totally man peace kind of thing. Not really. Okay. So here are some topics that can spark discussions. We've already talked about number 3, which is like alien life and the possibility of extraterrestrial citizens. Civilizations, not citizens. Yeah. I do think there's aliens out there. I would love and also probably shit myself to see what they look like. What would you do? Would you shit yourself?
No. I honestly think I'd be totally cool.
Yeah?
I'd be like, sup?
What would you guys do? I'd shit myself.
Like, I'd be freaked out, but I think I'd be peaceful. Does that make sense? Because aliens are fucking wacko shit. They can make you, feel certain things. So maybe they'd be like, this guy needs to be at peace. So they knock me out with like alien CBD and shit.
Alien CBD? What do you think alien weed is like? Do aliens have weed? Like, what are their substances?
Other planet marijuana.
What if it's not even marijuana? Like, it's just a whole new, brand new thing.
Jizz.
It's not snail jizz.
I mean, hey, maybe the aliens like it that way.
This
helps them metabolize.
next one is like social justice issues and activism. I don't know of too many social justice issues other than like, women are being killed for having abortions, but like, I hope that doesn't happen in my state. The state that I'm in right now it's legal. And I feel like it should always be a choice for the women and men. Like, I don't feel like you get pregnant and you get to decide alone what you're going to do with that child. Like, I know you're carrying it, but like, I don't know. If I was pregnant, Jason and I would have a conversation and it would go something like, I don't think we can take care of this kid. We don't have the financial capability. You take care of me, so you wouldn't be able to take care of yourself then. And it would just be like, well, that's not an opportunity. We do, in the future, we would love to adopt. Don't get me wrong. We love kids. We think they're amazing. I at least think that they bring a lot of joy to the world. You what?
I don't.
Jason, you don't? He said I don't. I think he was joking. Maybe not. Who knows? There's that, and then I also heard on TikTok, and then I went to Google and started looking at the articles to make sure that, like, just don't go off of one-sided things. That's all I could say. There's so much misinformation out there. Do your research. But there's the Jim Crow laws, which, they won't be able to vote, get an education, a house, or probably even food. They wouldn't have the same rights as any U.S. citizen would. It's crazy. They're not trying to pass the Jim Crow law itself. It's something that is so similar that it is it, but with a different name. So it's just crazy. So I thought that was pretty crazy that that's going on. I told Jason, Jason's like, we're going backwards. We shouldn't go backwards. And I was like, I agree. Every single person is a human and deserves rights, whether you believe it or not. Like, I feel like just in general, people deserve to have bare minimum rights. And it sucks.
I don't know, some people are pricks.
And the people who are pricks are usually the white old Karens.
With RBF?
With resting bitch face. RBF. Yes. Artificial intelligence and its potential implications. So I saw the TikTok of Elon Musk doing like a podcast or like a talking to somebody, whoever it was.
Interview or something?
Interview, yeah. Thank you. That's what that word is. But he was doing an interview and he was saying how artificial intelligence is worse than nukes. You wouldn't let somebody build a nuke, would you? No. So why would you let somebody build somebody who looks exactly like someone and can... It's crazy. Artificial intelligence, and you doesn't even have to be like a person in front of you. It could just be on the internet. I was asking the AI today, I got in a bit of an argument with it about vaping, because I was asking for vaping quotes. And it wasn't until Jason's like, what if you tried asking it a different way? So I went out of that chat and into a new one and asked it an entirely different way. Like you said, and it worked. That's how I got those quotes. But it was saying that vaping's bad for you and that there's a lot of studies about it and that you should stay healthy. And I was like, so what studies are out there? And they're like, well, the studies aren't concrete or anything like that. And I'm like, so you're biased. And I started to go off on this little fucking AI chat. And Jason's like, you're fighting with an AI. And I was like, but maybe this is how it learns it's wrong. Because if you cannot provide concrete evidence that's not jaded by people who are the cigarette companies and lobbied by them, that's where all the studies have come from. And
well, okay, in their defense, you don't have to be 18 to download the app.
And then it said, what was it? Hold on, let me pull it up. One sec. Uno momento! I'm sorry, let's see. Vaping can have serious health risks, and it is important to promote responsible behavior around such products. And I said that's untrue. But we are all allowed our opinions. Mine is based upon facts, and it is not having the same carcinogens as cigarettes. And it's like, while it's true that it does not contain the same carcinogens, it's relatively new product. And the long-term health effects are not fully understood. And I was like, it's been around a decade. It being not understood does not make it bad.
Technically, it's been around since the 60s when that Asian got created.
That's true. I said, this is your opinion and not based upon facts. Please provide me studies based on your opinions. And it couldn't. It just said that there's long-term, they're still researching the long-term. And I said, yes, nothing is as good as not vaping. However, you are mass misinforming people without any backing. And I just, kept going into it. There's literally no real study out there, about that. And I was fighting with it, saying that it's biased. Like, why are you being biased right now? And it's like, I'm not biased. As an AI, I'm provided neutral and informative responses. So yeah, I went crazy. So then I asked the pros and cons of vaping. So it gave it to me. But yeah, I got in a fight with an AI today. That was fun. Jason thought it was
hilarious.
Who else fights with AI? I mean, come on. Let's take a puff so Jason can have a puff. He hasn't had one since he got home. Alright, my lover bug.
I wasn't sure if I was ever going to get one.
Never.
My boss don't even give me no time off. I'd still be there if it was her choice.
Fuck you. I said let's have a snow day.
Yeah, for you.
And I'm glad we
girls.
didn't. You were right not to have a snow day. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. We need the money.
Ooh, she a thick girl.
I do think you're right about our taxes.
What?
There's no way we owe. If anything, I think it'll show a negative.
Yeah, and that's without all of our deductions properly done.
Correct. I think you're right. And I think she was right, and she calmed me down, our accountant, too. She was, the right person you want to have. Cheers. Huh?
Trino.
Chirino?
Yeah. Cheers, Sereno.
Cheers, Areno. Chirino.
Fucking God!
I didn't like that I had spit in my mouth, so I needed to swallow it, so I turned the lighter off, and then I felt a blow on my hand, and I was like, what the fuck is your problem? Why would you cough on me? And then I realized it wasn't a cough. Alright. Cheers, Reno! I still had smoke in my mouth. Isn't that weird when that happens?
Why did you set the lights off? You scared?
I didn't like them. They were really bright. Hurt my eyeball. With and without glass. 'Cause these little fuckers. They're plastic lenses, so they're scratched up. Do you think they can make glasses out of quartz glasses?
I'm sure there's like ceramic coated glass. I'm sure there's like sapphire glass. I'm sure there's all kinds of crazy shit. I think it just goes into how much you can spend.
Glasses are expensive. Don't lose your eyesight, friends.
It's not as fun as everyone says.
Yeah, it's not as fun as like just popping in a contact for different colored eyes. Just get different colored fucking contacts. Here's the thing. I don't remember my childhood, but I do vividly remember that pulling of the eye back and putting something in there. It's weird. I don't think that's probably a feeling you forget. Do you forget that, like, when I mentioned the feeling of putting your hand on your eyeball, do you remember that feeling? Right? It's vivid.
Yeah, but I remember smashing my head open. I remember, like, a lot
Oh,
of things.
yeah, Jason had his... How'd you smash your head open? It was at Ruger. He worked at a gun company.
I was under a piece of equipment, and I stood up.
And it was just something right above you.
Yeah, I thought I was clear, but I hit the corner and it gashed into my head.
And you had stitches.
Yeah.
He said he remembers the feeling of the stitch. I'm not gonna get any more detail into that because you can just imagine, but like...
Gross.
What was the other thing you said you could remember? Your eye, your head. I can't...
I can remember lots of stuff, like especially pain stuff. I can remember like the slicing the thing, my finger. I can remember the exact feeling of it sliding across the blade.
That's crazy because I can't remember when I fell off the e-bike.
I remember it.
No, I don't, like, I can't remember that feeling.
I know, I'm remembering the feeling for you. It was painful, it sucked.
I remember I was just instantly crying and holding my head. It was like somebody rattled your entire brain, and because that's exactly what happened. It just, my brain needed to set down, and I needed pain pills. But that's a reason to go to the hospital, the ER. Put some super glue on it. Jason's like, do you need to go to the hospital? I was like, yeah, I think I do. Something is wrong. Something's not right.
But if the tables were turned, this is why...
I would make you go to the hospital.
I don't think I would have.
I would make you. I don't even give a shit. Jason's very careful and very calculated, though, in every single thing that he does. So he does not get hurt often.
It's rare.
Me, however, I'm so space-brained. When I'm riding a bike, I want to... He touched her little nose. I want to look everywhere, you know? But yeah, Jason took so much care of me. When I fell off my bike, I had a concussion and a hematoma on my hip. My flank is what it's called.
What's going now?
It's itty-bitty, but yeah, it used to be like not a baseball. Maybe a ping pong ball.
Terry.
Hey, Terry. How are you? How was your day? We had a snow day. 2 inches? 2 feet? No.
I don't know, it was a stupid amount of snow.
It was like this tall. This tall. However tall that is. Tall. So tall that I was like, Jason, let's have a snow day. And he was like, no, we need the money. And I was like, okay. So he went outside. And this man shoveled our driveway and to our sidewalk. And he came in, he was exhausted. I was like, was there anything I could do? He's like, no. Get in the car. I think that might have been his answer because I was running late. Really late. Like, we've never left the house. We're supposed to leave at 9:30, but we left at 9:45. And we open at 10. So, you're doing okay, doing laundry now. I hate laundry with a passion. It wasn't...
It's just annoying. I don't hate it. It's just annoying. It's like, goddamn it.
Okay, would you rather do laundry or
Shower.
dishes for the rest of your life?
Well, because I would rather do laundry than shower.
I'd rather do anything than shower. Nobody knows how much physical energy it is to shower until you have that sucked out of you, like a mosquito.
Like that one time when I was sick. Just that one time.
Yeah.
Like sick for 5 days or whatever.
But you know...
No energy, nothing.
But then you shower and you're like, holy shit, I didn't know I used so much energy.
Yeah.
Our bodies are really strong. So it's just crazy.
Laundry, for sure.
Laundry?
Over dishes.
Dishes. 1000% dishes. And I think that's why I do dishes and he does laundry. He doesn't put it away, but like he does starts it. He doesn't put mine away, he puts his away.
Yeah, but you don't even put yours away.
I don't even put mine away.
And you don't put
It
the
wasn't
dishes away.
until I think like 3 weeks ago that I finally put all my laundry away. Before we had this spare bedroom that I call my bedroom where my grow plants are. And I just would throw it in the middle of the floor and go in every morning and pick out my clothes and get dressed and leave like it was the fucking normalest thing. Until your husband needs something from that room and he's like, what the fuck happened in here?
There's no excuse sometimes.
There's a tornado. Little snowflakes, but the wind was cold. I'd rather do laundry than dishes. I just hate laundry. I don't know why. I hate it. I was gonna show you my plants. I took a video yesterday. Here we go. That's a dog. That's... Oh. Okay. Nope. So here are my plants. It's lettuce in the back, cucumber. I forgot the other one. That's my wheat plant. That's cantaloupe. And then in the back is onions and Brussels sprouts, but I did them wrong. I fell just then. But yeah, that's what it looks like. I was really upset that I fell while I was filming in there. The tent is 3 feet tall by like a foot and a half, 2?
3 feet wide?
Wide, sorry, 3 feet wide.
Probably 2 feet deep.
Yeah, 4 foot tall.
No, it's taller than 4 foot.
You think? 5?
At the peak, yeah.
It can't be 6.
Yeah, it's very tall. It's taller than you.
No, it's not, is it?
We're almost the same height, kind of.
I think I lost an inch from falling down my stairs and ruining one of my discs, so I think I'm pretty much sure I'm 5'5" right
Funny,
now.
because I gained an inch.
Jason, what? You're like 5'9"?
I'm like 5'11" or 6.
5'11". 5'11" or 6? 5'6" or 5'11"?
5'11" or 6 foot.
Oh,
They're an inch away from each other.
I thought you meant 5'11" or 5'6".
Yeah, 5'6". I'm shorter than Al. No, that's still taller than Al. How tall is he? 4'8"?
Who?
Al.
I'm taller. I'm as tall as him or taller? I think I'm
I think you're
taller.
than him. But did you guys wear the same shoes?
8.5 men's.
What a little man.
The day I found that out, I was like, holy shit. I was already an adult, and I was like, holy shit, if I would have known this when I was a kid, I would have stole all your tennis shoes. Like, you have nice tennis shoes. Nice tennis shoes. Yeah, never do I ever, if I could live without ever doing laundry again, that'd be amazing.
I kind of feel the same about dishes.
Alright, deal.
But see, I live my life through paper plates, so I don't really make dishes. And when I do, they're easy cleans. Except, I'll admit, every once in a while I have some food that gets sticky.
Alright, one of the topics is paranormal phenomena and supernatural experiences. I've never had one. Unless it was when I was a kid. Tell me one of yours. Jason says he's had some. Like somewhere, like somebody would move something and he would like see it.
So, do you want like the craziest story?
Yeah!
Okay, so I was on the phone because we used to have. This was before texting was a thing. Yeah, we all had our home phones, and that's what we were on all night. Okay.
I just remembered that like we didn't grow up with cell phones.
Yeah. We didn't have cell phones.
Okay.
Let's go outside and play.
Sorry,
You
you
know.
were on the phone.
I was on the phone, and we've been talking for hours. And you know, you could feel the tenseness in the room kind of build. So I got up off my bed. All the lights were off, 100% pitch black, because that's what I wanted for to try and like provoke it, right? And I went over by my closet because I started hearing shit in there move around. So I went over towards my closet, and I'm standing there, and the room's like, the room is the door was here, my closet was here, okay, but then this is a square, all right. My bed was over here, my desk was right here. So I got up from my bed and I stood by my desk looking into the closet. While I'm looking into the closet, I heard something over here on top of my bed. So I turn around and something crawls across the ceiling towards me and reaches out.
Did you grab it?
Fuck no!
Oh.
Something crawls across the ceiling at you? Hell no!
Terry, have you had one? Tell me about your guys' psychological experiences. What else?
So that's when I figured that it was some kind of entity or something, because you know you couldn't see, it was pitch black in my room, so I don't know what I saw, but that's what happened. You know, something crawled across the ceiling towards me all fucking fast and shit.
It's not a fucking spider. It was bigger than a spider.
Yeah. Connie and Dad were Wiccan, so there was a lot of like cool abilities, I guess you could say, that you could have. One, for example, is like the twin thing that Brian and I have. That doesn't have to be just Wiccan. That could be like just a cool thing that you have.
Did you guys have twin telepathy?
Oh, totally. It was always about chicks, and it was always where they're at. I could see one, and I could think to Brian, and he would look directly at her.
That's cool.
Totally fucking cool. But it's like, that's one of the only things that worked.
Okay.
My favorite question, what's it like to be a twin?
Jason says, what's it like not to be a twin?
Yeah, the fuck you're asking me for? What am I comparing it with?
Having your sister! What if you didn't have Brian and only had your sister? And were born an only child? That's what that means.
Yeah.
Do you like being having Brian in your life and having a twin to go through life as? Or do you wish you were like a lone child? Not that Brian was never born. Say he was born to somebody else.
But Jess was still there?
Jess was still there.
So I'd be the only boy?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what they wanted anyway.
Not the one they wanted, apparently. Fucking
I
A.
was the middle kid. So...
You were... Oh. I was like, you were born first. Oh. Okay, back to your dad and Connie. Wiccan.
We used to, like, channel things and, like, sense, you know, essences, per se. So that was kind of fun. Because you could feel if, like, another past family member was around you or in the room or anything like that. You could feel them. And you could confer with, you know, I could look at Connie and talk to her about it and about so-and-so being in the room. And Dad could feel them, too. And
Like, you didn't just guess the right people?
No.
Okay.
Because, like, you talk so much and you experience the characteristics of each of these individuals. You know,
Could you talk to them?
I wouldn't say talk to them like a
Like, could you
conversation.
have, like, I guess
Like,
that's
I'm not-
psychic
Like
then.
I'm not a medium.
Yeah,
You
medium.
know, no. But like, you could feel. Does that make sense? You could feel,
That does make sense.
and it's all consuming, and it feels great.
What else? Any others?
So that's why I don't like bad juju in the house.
Jason will not let me have a Ouija board.
No Ouija boards.
I would be the type of person that would grab somebody's hand coming towards me. I mean, why not? How am I not gone already, you ask?
Well, okay, technically, we don't really have that many vans in the neighborhood. So statistically, you got better odds.
And they gotta think I'm cute to want me.
However, I'm pretty sure that if you and me didn't know each other and I pulled up on you with the girls in the back and that candy,
I would for sure go in.
You would hop right the fuck in.
Not even candy, it would have to be ice cream. It'd have to be the ice cream man and these two weens in the back.
No, me and our white Mazda. I pull up, and and I didn't even say nothing. I just go. I think you would climb right in, straight through the fucking window, right over my ex-wife.
I would be like, bitch, what the fuck do you want? In Arizona, it was always weird. I used to work at my parents' lock shop business that was in Phoenix, Arizona, is the heart. And it's just really massively populated. And with a mass population, you know that there's good people. The mass amount of people are good.
Whoa.
However, 25% out of the 100% are bad. And there was one time I loved walking. It's just what I used to do as an adult. I would go walking around places, and it used to be in safer areas. And I went walking to Walmart, which is right across this, like, you could throw, it's literally just, here's where we were, here's where Walmart was. I walked across the street, and I was walking back, and this guy asked me if I want to ride, and I'm like, no. So he proceeds to get out of his car and come towards me, and he's like, here, take my card, take my card. And I'm like, I'm not interested. I do not want your card. Take my card, take my card. What the fuck?
You think you can help me with this?
He's like, I'm a taxi driver. Yeah, but you don't... You're in a beat-up fucking car. What do you mean you're a taxi driver? How many people do you get like this? 3.
They're all dead. In the trunk.
Why'd you do one so big? I can't reach.
Sorry. You're probably gonna die.
I'm thirsty. It's like cold air. Like super cold air. You walk outside and you breathe through your mouth and it hits your throat.
What is...
Dabs. I thought I was gonna be a big old champ and just do this one next, but just need more. Try not to lose my coffee shit. Jeez, I thought I got it all.
Yeah, it's done.
Oh. Whew. Oh, about the red light. Therapy I did. Look. It's at a tanning place that I went to. And, the lights don't tan you or anything like that. But it said that...
Your nipples colors?
I don't know, but they have these... I was so curious. They have, like, these 8 bins on a table in their little reception area, and they have stickers inside of them. Like a pot leaf and a triangle.
Yeah,
Do you think people put those on their nipples and then they have a little pot leaf showing?
I don't know, maybe is the sticker like in detail like would it look like a Playboy bunny like they used to get?
No. Like a triangle, a square, a circle, and a star and a pot leaf.
Yeah, it's probably just pasties, so when you tan.
But they were really itty bitty, like this big.
Well, then maybe it is just an accent sticker.
I gotta ask her. But
Jinx.
I felt like this really warming sensation, like in my bones, you know, and it felt really nice. And it said that some people don't experience that. And I was like, that's interesting.
This red light therapy is gonna work wonders for you. It's gonna help you regenerate your cells and everything. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
You're gonna get better.
The last time I experienced anything paranormal is when my brother's father passed away. I was on a trip when I got the call. He passed away, and later that night we were in the hotel, and I could feel someone sit on my bed and give me a hug. He came and seen me hundreds of miles from home. Wow.
That's awesome.
That's so awesome.
What kind of experiences have you had?
I've never had one in my adult life. I don't know if I've had one as a kid, but like in my adult life, I don't think I've ever had one. Other than like, there have been things that have been moved. I know for sure, like, I'd say 98% of the time I misplace something. 2%, I know where I place something. I know where I place something. And things have moved. But other than that, no.
See, I'm way too, like, specific-minded, if that makes sense. Like, I know where shit's at. And when you lose something, I'm like, I know exactly where it is. You know?
He does.
That's what Mike and Billy liked about me, is that they could ask where anything was, and I could be like, it's right over here. Or how many fetal animals was that? 70. And I can figure shit out.
What I think is really cool about your experience is that he sat on the bed first. Because, like, that's like two anomalies that are never going to be explained. Other than that. I think I would have to have two things like that happen for me to believe something, you know?
Yeah.
But that's really awesome. I hope when you got to your brother, you gave him a hug.
I don't believe in the TV shows like Ghost Hunters or anything like that.
I don't believe in ghost hunters.
Those are all scripted.
I agree. I feel like it's just for views and money.
But there's this aura your body sends out.
And I can believe that.
I mean, it's even for alive people, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's not just for people that passed or anything. And your body kind of like sends out that aura when it fills the room. You know, it can make all the difference. Get a room full of people laughing and having fun. You can feel the energy in that room. It's so loud. It's big. Get a bunch of people who just found out their dog died. Everybody has this same sad sorrow feeling that just engulfs the room.
It's true.
In school, we were doing this driver's ed style type class, and I got invited into one of the rooms where it was a big auditorium where they were showing car crashes and shit like that, so that way people know what not to do. Maybe that's what stemmed my whole car crash thing.
Jason's obsessed with watching car crashes.
But they were showing us what not to do and everything like that, and there was a particular individual who was in a Corvette, and they ran in the back of a semi-truck, and the driver was on his back with his legs up. Like the ambulance is there, they're trying to work on people, you know, and he's got his legs up, and you can hear him choking on his last breaths, and he's trying and trying and trying. So it was just about that point when I raised my hand and said, I gotta go. Because the rule was, if you're going to pass out or something, just raise your hand and we'll help you get out. So I raised my hand and I said, I gotta go. So I went outside, passed out. But it was the energy in the room that caused that. Because my curiosity, I watched way worse things. Way worse things. But the energy in that room, you can feel it, you know?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That makes sense. Did he see the video of tire falling off truck and cause the car to flip?
Yeah, with the TSO.
My ex-husband had a Ford Taurus, which is like a car, and we were on. So right where I used to live, there was a freeway, and then what did they call those?
Frontage road?
Frontage road, which is right off the freeway. And where this one was specifically, where we were at, there was the freeway with 4 lanes, and then it had an exit lane, and then it had just this tiny little, maybe 2-foot dirt path. This semi was on the freeway barreling down, and it had to be his spare somehow fell off, and my ex-husband ran it over. And he almost, like, hit the curb and, like, flipped.
That's crazy. Were you in the car?
I was.
That's crazy.
I had a road, not seatbelt rash. My chest. It was really scary. And the semi didn't stop. Yeah, the semi left. His car was totaled. He only had liability on his car. He didn't have any coverage for his car itself. Just for other people's.
That's not that
I don't
crazy
know.
because like when I had my Cabrio, she told me that I really should have premium on the premium tier, and
It's definitely not that crazy. I agree with you, is what I'm saying.
yeah, and then she told me that I should get a high deductible or a low deductible, a high premium for replacing the car, and I said okay, but that will bring my rates to like
Too much.
you know, it'll raise it by $400, and how much would you give me for the car? $300? Okay, so if you're giving me less than 1 6-month period worth of payments, there's no point in me having that. And she's like, honestly, there isn't any point in you having that. Let's set you up with exactly what you need. So I got the low tier, got plenty of coverage for other people, plenty of coverage for medical, them and mine. And I wish that people would leave us alone. I wish I was secure every single day and night. I wish that Bree felt better so much, and the red light therapy is going to do amazing. I wish that I slept better and wore my CPAP all night. I wish that health, wealth, happiness, return on investment, and that the girls are happy as can be.
Happy, healthy, no matter what happens, everything works out in our favor. Anybody who wishes anything bad upon us gets back what they deserve. Return on investment, we figure taxes out, and it's not that stressful for me. Jason sleeps very well tonight. I get better with red light therapy. But yeah, I do agree. When I sold insurance, I never ever pushed people to cover their vehicle. If it wasn't smart, I would give them the option, and I would never push it if they said no. Because that's your option. I gave you the facts. Now it is up to you as the consumer to pick. And so that's just the way I felt. I would never push anybody. Like, are you sure? It's only going to be $400 more.
Oh, that's it. She wanted me to have full coverage.
Full coverage. That's the word.
That's it. And she said that with full coverage, you have glass as well. And I was like, that sounds awesome. But what if I don't want full coverage? And I said, okay, was there any way to add it to my already thing? And she said, no. I said, so what all do I have to do in order to get glass then? And she goes, oh, well, we can technically loop you through a AAA, blah, 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 you know? And so that's all I did. It was $13 extra every 6 months to get glass coverage.
I always say to
and
my
she told me
customers,
I had to have premium or full coverage.
I think I was probably the worst sales agent, but also the most trusted, and they always came back to me because I would be like, okay, here are your options. I can offer you this, or you can do this, which I've also heard of. Honestly. Here are the facts. You're the consumer. Tell me what you want. I feel like that's how it is in our shop, too. Here are the facts. Here are what we have. Tell me what you want.
Yeah, let's get you hooked up.
I'm never going to push somebody. Because that's not somebody who's going to return. Nobody likes being pushed into sales.
But you know, thinking about it, for every...
Yeah, my escape is just a bit bigger. Oh.
For every customer that comes to the door, we have like a 95% sales rate. They always buy something. That guy today
I think
was
it's
the first
higher.
one in a long time that hasn't bought anything.
There's been a couple.
Well, I mean, okay, so I don't mean the customers that are confused. Yo, you're not a dispensary? No, those don't count.
A vape shop. You're not a dispensary? I don't even see bongs here, bruh. No. I don't do that. That's fucked up. I just say no. Could you imagine if I did that? That'd be
maybe
fucked
you
up.
should.
That'd be fucked up. No, because maybe they'll send their friends if they do, like, smoke nicotine. They do nicotine. They do nicotine. Alright. I got a bean on my lap. Here she is. You see her. Her little face. Big nose, just like Mama. Mom, you don't have a big nose. You're not a part of the big nose crew.
Yeah, it is.
No, you don't even have a big nose. Alright,
I
friends.
think we got pretty good noses, you and I. They could be worse. They could be like the big mountain noses. They could be all pointy and shit.
I've never had issues with my face. Other than not having blue eyes.
My
and then
eyes are lopsided.
I learned to love it. I mean, maybe I did as a kid. I can't say never. Probably hated my face. Alright, cheers. Woo! Man, oh man. We gotta light another one up. Alright, next question.
And then we're gonna go eat.
Yeah, and then we gotta go make some quesadillas. We're gonna try to make some steak quesadillas.
Quesadilla.
Alright, this one's alternative lifestyles such as minimalist, van life, or digital nomadism. Digital, number 14, I think? I think people who live in vans are so cool. Nomadism. I
What
can't.
about it? Is it just a topic?
It's just a topic.
Oh. I wish we had minimalism. I don't ever want to do van life, but it'd be nice to have our lives so small like that.
So.
'Cause
And
we
you can
don't-
go anywhere.
We don't need anything. But you have to remember, that means that you don't get extra lights. You don't get a big ass TV. You don't get...
So I thought about that, and I was like, damn. But I feel like we could make it work. My husband is so fucking smart, and it sounds bad, but like I
Do
feel
you
like
have Shake Did you race on?
no.
I set it down.
I don't know how to get it back. Maybe shake again. I don't think I have shake to erase. Here, hold on. Oh no, it went away. Going back is not the way to go. It deletes the note.
Okay.
Alright, but minimalism, Jason and I have been really wanting to live Wait, what happened?
We were in a new note. You did these topics yesterday.
Oh, thank God. That's why. We didn't erase them. But yeah, we would love to be minimalist. We just are hoarders. And I don't know how to stop being one. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not a hoarder as in like newspapers or like hoarder as in like I buy clothes and don't wear them. I'm a hoarder as in like I use something once and never go back to it ever again. Ever.
You don't want to throw it away because you spent good money on it.
And I'm going to use it one day.
Maybe.
Maybe I'm gonna need it. That's my hoarder tendencies. And it's so bad. But since we don't have money recently, we haven't been hoarders. What's the next one?
Would you rather be able to speak every language in the world or be able to speak to animals?
fucking speak to animals.
Animals all day long.
Oh yeah.
Would you rather have the power of flight or the power of invisibility?
Invisibility. Actually, wait.
I'm scared of heights. Fuck that shit.
I'm trying to think like how much I would use either one, and I feel like I would use invisibility.
I'd be all up in your business. You wouldn't even know I'm there. Fucking door opens on its own and you're like...
You just walk right in. With somebody, though.
Even smarter. Even smarter.
You were thinking just opening the door. I'm just saying, like, walk right in behind somebody.
They can't see me, what's the matter?
Because if you saw a door open and close, you would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but you can't stop me, I'm already in the shit.
But, like, wouldn't somebody come over and be like...
Would you rather live in a world where everyone has superpowers or be the only one with a superpower? Only one. I'd rather be the only one with a superpower instead of a world where everyone has one.
I feel like that's an unfair question, but I also see the damage that if everybody had a superpower would do. And I feel like if everybody had a superpower, there would have to be, like, cops of superpowers who would, like, put something over everybody to blind their superpowers, and nobody would be able to use them. So, yeah, I would like to be on the first one, please.
Here's another lopsided question. Would you rather be the smartest person in the world or the most attractive person in the world?
Smartest.
Yeah. Would you rather have the ability to time travel or the ability to read minds? This one's tough, because, like, I'd love to be able to read minds, but at the same time, if I could time travel, I could ask you, what the fuck do you mean? And then I could go back and go, oh,
Read minds.
You don't want to time travel to...
No, because if I would have changed anything in my life, it wouldn't have led to where I am now. If I would have gone back to ask the
I'm talking about
question...
future stuff. Like, I don't know, like, earlier I forgot that we were having steak quesadillas, so I asked you what you wanted for dinner. I could have bypassed that question by living through it and knowing that you were going to say quesadillas. I could go back in time and skip asking you altogether. I could just be like, we're having steak quesadillas tonight. I could go back and change that. Something that is in the future still.
Yeah, but this bitch would be like, I wish I would have changed the way I would have reacted. So I'm going to go back and change it.
Good.
So I feel like...
Be better.
What was the first one?
Read minds.
I would rather read minds. Because then... I can tell what people are feeling and just fucking solve the goddamn problems.
Would you rather live in a world with no technology or a world with no nature? No nature.
I think no technology.
You don't even get fucking lighters.
If we had no nature, we wouldn't even have paper.
Yeah, why would we?
So, like, the whole trajectory of our...
Everything's electronic.
Print everything still.
No, fucking everything is electronic.
Print labels.
What do we need that for? Everything is technology is that's it. The whole world is technology.
Nah.
Okay. Would you rather be able to live forever or to be able to teleport anywhere in the world? Teleport. For sure. Would you rather have the ability to talk to your past self or your future
wants
self?
to live forever?
Yeah.
That's like torture almost.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Do I age too?
Yeah. I don't know. Do you like? Are you like a vampire? Like in the movies, like you don't age?
Yeah, like you're 400 years old.
Yeah.
Do I get to choose how old I was? Because I'd go back to when I was working for Vinyl Visions, had a hot body.
I don't want to live forever.
Would you rather have the ability to talk to your past self or your future self?
My future self. Definitely my future self. Just because, my past self, I would definitely go back and be like, hey, it's okay, you're gonna get through it. But then, if my future self, I could go there and be like, hey, how did I get to where you are without all the heartache? And you're like, bitch, you gotta go through it. It'll be fine anyways.
Her real answer is if she could go back and talk to herself, she would say,
kill yourself now. Just fucking get it over with. I'm just kidding.
Keep up the good work. I can't wait for you to see what's going to come. And if she could talk to her future self, she would ask, so what did it turn out to be? And it's going to be something stupid like lupus or something. And diarrhea. You got worms.
IBD.
Yeah. I got one.
Lupus and IBD. I would love any answers. I would take any of them. Any of them. Just give me a couple. Any one. I'll take just one.
Would you rather be able to breathe underwater or have the ability to survive in space without a spacesuit? Underwater.
Fuck yeah, underwater. I would never go to
I'm
space.
going to space.
I don't have the money to go to space.
And are they gonna believe me? Guys, I can live without a spacesuit. You won't believe this. Watch, send me to space. I'll prove it.
Bitch, think how much money I can make. Underwater.
Underwater.
Underwater. 24/7.
Would you rather have the power to control the weather or the power to control time? To control time. Because then I could, like, slow down moments and spend more time with you girls.
I think weather.
What? What would you do? Give us an example.
I feel like we just made time up. So time is what we make of it. And we could stay up every single day, but like the social norm is like, hey, you need to sleep because your bodies need it.
And what are you gonna do with weather?
Fucking snow days.
Why not if you can control time and your
And then
body
I could
needs
be like,
rest?
hey, I need to drive to work or drive home. Let me make it sunny real quick.
Yeah, but if you all the snow melts so fast, there's just water everywhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it 80 degrees.
Flooding, mass flooding.
Look, we keep saying we need water.
But think
I'd be
about
able to solve the water crisis.
Think about it. If you like snow, then you can slow down that time and have it snow more. If you like sleeping, you can slow down that time and have it sleep more. If you hate working, you can speed up time and make that go real fast.
I'm gonna solve all the crises. World peace, bruh. Grow more mushrooms.
But by making it snow in fucking Fort Collins.
Making it snow, I'm gonna make it fucking snow in the desert in Phoenix, Arizona.
It already did.
Oh, it snowed in Phoenix?
Yeah, it's in Phoenix.
I fell into his chair. But yeah, definitely control the weather. I was sitting on my legs. Alright, one last puff. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh! 2 of my nails fell off. Don't judge me. The first one, I was like, oh, I totally see how that fell off. The second one, I was like, what the fuck just happened? Hurt. He's grabbing all of his recycled dabbed stuff so he can do again.
Yeah, it's like free weed.
I don't even know if you can hear it. Bruh, okay.
Almost ready.
We're just waiting on him.
I'm just trying to clean it.
Jeez. And then he goes without me.
Say cheers.
Cheers. I need one more. Right now. I don't even have a mouthpiece in because I was like, ugh, let's just get this fucking weed straight to my brain. Watermelon ice. Disposable and weed. I'm tasting some hardcore, like, I don't remember what metals taste like what, but I feel like maybe copper. For sure copper. On the roof of my mouth. Let's maybe take a sip. Oh! Oh look, there's only been 4 frames. Oh. 32 frame drops. There we go. It's been a great live, guys. Agreed? It's been a fun live. AI did good.
I don't know. A lot of those were like.
Yeah. I'll give. Some of them weren't great, but some of them were good.
Jeez. You owe me dinner.
You owe me dinner. Don't know why I thought that was a good idea, but I thought it was. Okay. Okay. My watch is charging. I'd love to see what my heart rate is, because it's like...
70.
and a half.
Beats per minute.
0.375.
I wasn't gonna do that specific.
Yeah.
Sorry, Zoe. I said I'm sorry.
Woo! Bye.